everybody, I'm back. I said I would be, and looky there, here I am. Today's video is going to be about a very, very popular reptile to keep as a pet, the bearded dragon. There are at least 8, some people say 9 or 10, different species of bearded dragons, different sizes, different types, but the one that most people have as a pet is Pagona viticeps, the central or inland bearded dragon. Those are the ones you see in pet stores and at reptile shows, and they're really great. For the past 7 years, the top 3 pets in the US were dogs, cats, and bearded dragons. So, awesome. Now, reptiles and amphibians are ectothermic. That means they don't make any body heat of their own. They take in their heat or cool down by the environment. If they're hot, they go where it's cool, and if it's too cool, they go where it's warmer. And it's also called poikilothermic, where their internal homeostasis doesn't stay homeostasis. It varies with the outdoor temperature, which one thing is later on when we're in future videos, when we're talking about second enclosures, there's certain things we're going to be doing. Thank you, Darren. This is Saphira. Saphira. Saphira is our inland bearded dragon, our ambassador animal. She's beautiful, as you can see. Now, these guys come from Australia, and they're omnivores. That means they eat all kinds of stuff. They eat, for their meats, they eat bugs like crickets and mealworms and waxworms. And we've been getting Symton, S-Y-M-T-O-N, black soldier fly larvae, which they love, and it's high in calcium, so it's awesome. See, just pop her on your shirt. She stays there, hangs out. She's like, okay, I'm on mom, it's cool. And they make great pets. For the most part, they tolerate handling. Occasionally, you'll get one that's a little grouchy or something, but you just got to be patient and work with them, and they're going to be really cool. Now, they'll need, adult ones will need a 40-gallon breeder or a 55-gallon long tank. If you can see it, she's waving. There's another bearded dragon in the room, and she's waving to show that she's submissive. Head bobbing is a way of showing dominance. One time I went to the San Diego Zoo, and I went to the reptile area, and they had this big round concrete enclosure, and there had to have been 30, 40 beardies in there just getting sun. And I went over, and Darren says, what are you going to do? I said, nothing, I'm just making sure nobody's watching me. And I head bobbed with my head and my hands, and about half of them perked up, ran over, and violently head bobbed at me. So then I waved my hand, and they walked away like, yeah, that's what I thought you said. And so, you know, they're very, very personality-driven critters. They're hatched with lots of personality, and you got to research their food. You got to research their enclosures. They eat veggies and greens, dark leafy greens like iceberg lettuce. It's not good. It's only good for us if we want to like lose weight. Dark leafy greens, vegetables, fruits. Fruits are about 10% of their diet. Hey, sweetie, I know the other beardies got you jumping. You know, they're great pets. They're awesome to play with, and they're lots of fun to be around. They tolerate stuff. Now, if you've got really little kids in the family, maybe think about that, or make sure the enclosure is where they can't get to them or knock off their lamps or something. Basically, they go in a 40-gallon breeder or a 55-gallon long aquarium, and whichever end you pick to be the hot end, that's where the heat lamp goes, and that will make the center the warm zone, and that'll make the far end the cool zone. And that way they can thermoregulate, they can go back and forth, and they can, you know, be comfortable. And got to make sure they've got water bowls, at least one water bowl. I hear lots of, but they're a desert animal. Yeah, well, in the desert, they still drink water. They just have to find it in plants or occasionally with dew and things like that. So they're going to need water. Hey, cameo. Extreme lizard cam. Nope. There you go. This is Saphira. Now, she's a really pretty kind of orange splotched one. Some of them come with citrus or red. I've seen a few albino ones. They're really cool animals. And as you can see, she's waving because there's a male in the room, Levi, and she's saying, I'm submissive. Please don't eat me or something. So you got to be careful. They can get stressed out if they're around others. They do not need to be paired with others. Like most reptiles and amphibians are solitary. They only get together when it's mating time. The rest of the time, they're just on their own and doing their own thing. Saphira, how you doing, pretty? This is Saphira for Scaly Tailz. And please, if you can, we are not able to do our demos due to the coronavirus pandemic. So we have taking donations at PayPal. Our PayPal address is scalytailz@gmail.com. That's SCALYTAILZ@gmail.com. Right, sweetie? So that's the bearded dragon for you. Now, I wonder what animal we're going to deal with next.